Sadnam, and welcome to day 5 of month of mindfulness. Today I want to make you aware and mindful of sound vibrations, of noise. So a lot of people ask me that you've made this healing center. Can you hear the wind chime behind me? So they say, why did you move to the healing center? Why can't you stay in Mumbai? And whenever you have students, you can go there. Whenever you have a retreat, you can go there. Why are you staying there? You're moving, you're leaving Mumbai and you're going there. And the only one answer I gave them, I said, I can't handle the noise of Mumbai anymore. You see, the one thing that freaks your nervous system out is noise. Now, about 6 years ago, I came back from New York and I wrote an article, which is there on my blog on www.anahata.in. I said, why I will never go back to America anymore. So that is the title of the blog. And the reason I give, the primary reason, is that America is designed to make you go mad. Now, when soon as you leave the plane and you come down into the airport, of course, airports are noisy. Announcements going on and this and then you think that you'll come out on the road to get your taxi, you'll be fine. And then no, as soon as you're out on the road, there's police sirens going and there's fire brigades going and all the time. It's incredible. It look like there's an emergency every second all over New York. And then you get into the taxi and then you say, oh, now I'm going to sit in the taxi and relax for the 1 hour drive into Manhattan. And you're sitting there and then that taxi driver is listening to some podcast. He's listening to some news. So I have done this experiment. I asked 4 times on different rides. I asked the taxi driver. I said, are you listening to what this guy is saying? He said, what guy? I said, the podcast. Oh, no, I'm just used to it. I like the sound. That's how you've gone mad. That's why you're going nuts. So you get out of the cab, you go into your hotel. It's a nice fancy hotel. You're living in a 5-star hotel. And then you think the 5-star hotel will be quiet. No, the lobby has sound. The lobby is full of sound. They have some kind of crazy music going on. It's not quiet. You go into your room, you walk into your nice plush room, and there's a huge TV going on with the sound of some ad is going on. It's constant. It's constant. I have a friend called Satya Hinduja who's first introduced me to sound and what sound vibrations do to us. And Satya also introduced me to a new concept. She said, do you know that when you have the subway, when the trains are going underneath your ground, and you think that you can't hear it, but it's sending out this sound wave, which is freaking out your nervous system. I didn't know that. She taught me that. She also taught me, she was the first one to teach me about sound vibrations and how sound vibrations heal you. And now I'm such a big believer in sound vibrations that I'm including sound, Nad yoga, as part of my healing mechanism, as part of my healing. There's so many things in healing. I do a Kundalini yoga, your diet, your food, the way you think, your meditation. But sound is one of the biggest, one of the most powerful mechanisms to heal you. The Japanese understand it. You go to Japan, there's no stupid sound, there's no useless sound. And India also, the amount of honking we do, it's insane. So now you'll ask me, so why are you making this video? I can't stop the honking. You can't stop the honking, I agree with you. Why I'm making this video is if you like rock music, if you like loud music, and the problem is you're listening to it all the time. Now if I'm going for a walk here in the forest, I have these really nice, Bose speakers. I can listen to really nice music and I can walk for the 1 hour I go every day or 2 hours I go every day. I listen to the silence. I listen to the birds chirping. There's a river that I'm walking. I hear to the sound of the river. These sounds heal you. Do you want to be healed or not? Or do you want to freak out? Constantly, all from the moment you wake up, all the time you're listening to sound, you're listening to sound, you're listening to sound. For a lot of people, unfortunately, even when they go to sleep, there is no respite because you don't have these soundproof windows or whatever. And there's constant sound coming from outside of the traffic, of people talking on the street, your dogs barking. You don't have respite even when you sleep. Of course, you're going to go mad. The people who have got anger issues, people who've got anxiety issues, people who've got depression, a lot of people are suffering from all of these psychosomatic problems, neurological problems, because of the lack of silence in their life. That's why I go to Vipassana. Before I had my healing center, I would go and sit in Vipassana for 10 days. And I would go to Thailand. Because Thailand, I found a place for Vipassana which is inside a forest, 4 hours from Bangkok. Inside a forest. Imagine 10 days of silence, not talking, and just listening to the sounds of nature, how healing it is. So the point is, in this episode of mindfulness, I'm telling you there are some things you can't help. Like there is some construction work going on right now, which is just going to last for 3 days. And in those 3 days, they're banging something. I can't help it. Nobody can do anything about that. But I'm aware of the fact that it is damaging for me. I don't say, oh, it's fine, better go on. I'm asking them, when are you going to stop? And please don't do it after 6 in the evening when I start meditating. I'm aware of the fact that this is not good for me. Mindfulness is nothing else but knowing what is right, what is wrong. There are a lot of things you can't control. When you walk out on the street, what are you going to do? Can you tell 1,000 cars in Mumbai around you to shut up and stop honking? You can't do that. Mindfulness is just being about aware of the damage it does to you. So that wherever you can find that moment of silence, that moment of lack of noise, find your cave, find your sanctuary, find that room which is quiet. Use that. Use these, these kind of chimes, or I have the Tibetan bowls that I use for that sound. I listen to that kind of music, the Nad music, the Kundalini Yoga music is healing. The mantras are healing. What do you think mantras are? They are sound vibrations which come and they envelop your soul and they heal you. Instead of allowing your brain to rot, get damaged, go mad, go senile, have all kinds of diseases like Alzheimer's, whatever, just understand, be mindful of the fact that there is something called destruction of your nervous system through sound. Be aware of it. The awareness is a seed. Mindfulness is a seed. And the tree will automatically grow. Then you will realize how much noise there is around you that doesn't need to be there. My children, my wife, they're not allowed to talk on the dining table. When I'm eating, I need to eat in silence. The body has to connect with the food. That silence is the golden key, the secret to a life of bliss and happiness. Be mindful of the fact how much noise you're allowing in your life. Be mindful of the fact that you need silence in your life. Look for that silence, find that silence, be happy, be healthy for the rest of your life. See you tomorrow. Sat Nam.